Imagine standing before two mirrors, each reflecting a different side of your personality. On one side, you see a person who is charming, confident, and demands attention. On the other side, you find someone who is introverted, sensitive, and insecure. These two seemingly opposite reactions represent the duality of narcissism, overt and covert. In this emotionally charged journey, we will dive into the striking differences between these two forms of narcissism and how they impact relationships, emotions, and the psyche of those affected by them. Overt narcissism is the archetype that often comes to mind when we think of narcissistic individuals. These are the people who seem to radiate self-confidence, grandiosity, and a compelling need for admiration. They walk into a room and all eyes are drawn on them, captivated by their charisma and charm. Overt narcissists are often assertive and dominant in social situations, using their magnetism to command the attention they crave. Yet, behind the facade of self-assurance lies a fragile ego, susceptible even to the slightest hint of criticism. Overt narcissists are highly sensitive to perceived slights, and any challenge to their self-worth can trigger a cascade of intense emotions. The defense mechanism of choice for the overt narcissist is often anger or aggression, as they seek to maintain their inflated sense of self-importance at all costs. In the throes of a relationship, overt narcissists may initially appear to be the epitome of a perfect partner. They shower their objects of affection with praise, attention, and grand gestures, making their love interest feel like they are the center of the universe. However, this honeymoon phase quickly dissipates as the overt narcissist's need for admiration takes center stage. Relationships with overt narcissists can become a constant battle for validation and emotional security, leaving the partner feeling drained and devalued. Covert narcissism, on the other hand, is a more insidious form of the personality disorder. Cloaked in a veneer of vulnerability and self-doubt, covert narcissists may not initially strike one as having narcissistic tendencies. These individuals can be shy, introverted, and even self-deprecating, hiding their true nature behind a carefully constructed mask. Despite their seemingly humble demeanor, covert narcissists still harbor a deep-seated sense of entitlement and grandiosity. They may not outwardly demand attention or admiration, but they crave it just as much as their counterparts. Covert narcissists often harbor secret fantasies of superiority and a desire to be recognized for their perceived greatness. In contrast to the overt narcissist's fiery rage, covert narcissists often react to criticism or rejection with passive-aggressive behaviors and a simmering resentment. They may withdraw, sulk, or subtly sabotage others in an attempt to regain a sense of control and power. This insidious manipulation can be especially damaging in relationships, as a covert narcissist's partner may struggle to understand the source of their emotional distress. The emotional dance of the covert narcissist in relationships can be a delicate and confusing affair. They may appear to be supportive and caring partners, but beneath the surface, their primary motivation is to have their needs met. They may use guilt, self-pity, or emotional blackmail to elicit sympathy and attention from their partners, often leaving the partner feeling responsible for the covert narcissist's emotional well-being. At the core, both overt and covert narcissists share a common thread: a desperate need for validation and a fragile, unstable sense of self-worth. However, the way in which they manifest their narcissistic traits and cope with their emotional vulnerabilities creates a stark contrast in their behavior and the impact they have on the lives of those around them. Overt narcissists, with their brash demeanor and unapologetic self-focus, can leave a trail of emotional destruction in their wake. Their relentless pursuit of admiration and validation often comes at the expense of the feelings and needs of their partners, friends, and family members. The emotional roller coaster of a relationship with an overt narcissist can be an exhausting experience, leaving loved ones feeling neglected, hurt, and used. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, are masters of disguise, adept at concealing their true nature behind a facade of vulnerability and sensitivity. Their emotional manipulation can be subtle and insidious, gradually eroding the self-esteem and emotional well-being of those who care for them. Relationships with covert narcissists are often shrouded in confusion and self-doubt, as partners struggle to reconcile the apparent contradictions between their loved one's behavior and their hidden narcissistic tendencies. In both cases, the consequences of being entangled with a narcissist can be devastating. Whether overt or covert, the narcissist's emotional needs take precedence, leaving partners feeling unimportant, unworthy, and emotionally depleted. The constant struggle for validation and attention in these relationships can create a toxic environment where trust, empathy, and genuine connection are all but lost. Despite the heartache and turmoil wrought by both overt and covert narcissism, there is hope for those who find themselves in the throes of those challenging relationships. Recognizing the signs of narcissism and understanding the underlying emotional dynamics can be the first step toward healing and regaining control of one's own emotional well-being. For those who have been impacted by the emotional storm of a narcissist, seeking support and guidance from mental health professionals, support groups, or trusted friends can be a lifeline in the journey toward healing. Learning about NPD, Setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing self-care can help restore a sense of balance and emotional stability in the aftermath of a narcissistic relationship. In the end, the journey through the turbulent world of narcissism can be a painful and confusing one. Yet, by understanding the differences between overt and covert narcissism, recognizing the emotional manipulation and power dynamics at play, and seeking support to heal and grow, those who have been affected by these complex and challenging relationships can emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than ever before.